My name is Linda Fofana, and I have been writing to so many different organizations about the situation here in Colorado. Right now, as I speak, these people are using gas chemical, various different gas chemicals against me to try to force me out of this house that I'm living in. Like I've said in all of my notes, everything that I've written, I can't find anyone to help me. I can't find anyone. And right now, I am literally fighting for my life. So that's why I felt like maybe this video would probably be a lot better. I've gone everywhere, every agency. No one will help me because this lawsuit that I filed involves the governor's office. I do want to make clear that the lawsuit that I filed was not directly at the governor. I've never met the governor and I've never met him before. But it's had everything to do with the people that work in his office that did wrongdoing. So that was why I filed it the way I did because it's his office. So after I filed that, um, it was a DOJ complaint that I filed. As soon as I filed it, I faxed it. Actually, faxed it to DOJ. They immediately retaliated. Came after me and started surveillancing me on my job. They came to my house. They sat in front of my house. A lot of this I was able to get on my home security video. Uh, they they just came after me. They came into the house. They broke in there. They took a lot of stuff out of there. Um, they messed up a lot of stuff too. Um, and then they started doing weird things like, like I call them foot soldiers because that's who they are. They put people out on the streets to harass me, and um, they use the entire transportation system to do the same thing to harass me. I remember when this all first started, there were a whole bunch of they did a whole bunch of roadblocks and traffic jams and stuff like that, so that I couldn't get where I wanted to go, wherever I traveled to, because I had gone to a few states, including Washington D.C. And yeah, they did a whole lot of that when this all first began. Um, I lost my job. They came up to my job. They started harassing me on my job. Um, and the only thing that I was trying to do was just give me a process. Give me some type of process because the people that I rent from, South Metro Housing Options, they are also the Littleton Housing Authority. So they're like police. They police themselves. That's why there's not really any accountability for anything that these people have done. And these people have done so much. This is how it all started. This is how this whole issue began. It began with South Metro Housing Options. So uh, it just, I tried to move out of here. They messed my credit. They did a lot of stuff. I tried to move out of here. Um, Before all of this began, I was working. You know, you know, had planned on doing a whole lot of things. With myself. I was planning on opening up my own business. Um, I'm an inventor, so I came up um, with a product for animals. So I was going to use, my patent to try to better myself. They just destroyed everything. They messed up everything. I started receiving bills that I didn't make, and all kinds of letters and magazines um, with crazy depictions in them. Another thing that um, I just feel like I need to make clear is that they have been going around telling people that I'm crazy, that she's delusional, she doesn't know, what she's talking about and stuff like this. And I've never known anywhere where a person who has post-traumatic stress disorder is crazy. I mean, I don't know how that turned into being somebody crazy, but anyhow, that's what that's the propaganda. That's how it fits. Propaganda they use to get people to turn their backs and not to pay attention, to just ignore her because she doesn't know what she's talking about. I am very, very clear about what these people have done. I mean, not only did they, not only are uh, they, they messed me around, excuse my French, um, but they called my family, pretending that I was a criminal and I was about to go to jail and stuff like that. I mean, they have my family like thinking that I did something wrong. Before all of this, I had problems with the police. I don't get into trouble. I didn't get into trouble. That was, whatever mistakes that I made back then, that was a long time ago when I was a young woman. I'm 53 years old now. I don't mess around with the police. I don't get into trouble. I don't, uh, um, I just don't. And I never hurt anybody. So, the way they're treating me now is like they're treating me worse than a murderer. Somebody, you got all these people out here that's committing crimes and doing all this and that. And here they are doing this to somebody who hasn't committed a crime. That wasn't a crime for me to file that complaint. I filed it because it was time. It had been a long, this had been a long drawn out issue between me, my landlord, and these housing agencies. It's just like you can't get them to just do right by you. They all work in the same um, area. They all know each other. So it's like, to get any kind of um, justice or to get anything, straightened out or anything, any kind of anything. They just stick together and they just make sure that the person that's complaining, you know, they lose out. I mean, these people are bad. They're really, really bad. Um, so right now I'm sick. I have this nasty cold, and I feel like it's coming from the fumes that they use from the gas chemicals that I don't know how they're able to get it into the house, but it has different effects. Um, when they use some of the gas that they use, some of it, like for instance, you know, they have this one that they use where if it goes up into your nose, you get this runny or this sudden runny nose, and your nose tickles, and it causes you to sneeze, and stuff like that, and then it has an effect like it has like it numbs your nostrils. Whatever it is that they use, it numbs your nostrils afterwards. You feel like your nostrils are numb. And then there's another one that it makes your skin feel uncomfortable. Um, it's like a burning type of sensation, and it just makes you uncomfortable. And there's this one that they use. Um, it's like a nerve thing. It's like a nerve gas. It's when they used it. Um, I don't know. It's like paralyzes you. It does paralyze you. It paralyzed my upper part of my body every time they use it. It paralyzes like my upper part of my body where you can hardly like lift. It's really, it's hard to explain, but um, I'm a healthy woman. So I mean, I have high blood pressure. That's another concern that I have right now. While they're using these chemicals and stuff, I do have high blood pressure, but otherwise, I'm a healthy woman, and so I was athletic before all of this stuff began. So, um, so when something is happening, I took care of myself. So when somebody is like using something against you, you smell it and it's coming into your body, you know it. So it paralyzes the upper body. It makes like in my thumb area. For a long time, I was unable to bend my thumb. It was cracking and popping, and my hands was popping, and it was just weird how my muscles, how this chemical or whatever it was that they kept using consistently. I mean, they were using this stuff every day, especially during the summer. They were using it every day, and it was like doing something to my body. So um, they still use it, but they don't use it every day like they did before. Um, because when they were using it before, I couldn't even bend my thumb or I couldn't do anything. It was just that was what the effects were from what they were using. How they get it into the house, I don't know. Um, but yeah, they're also flying helicopters, planes every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week over my house and my son's house. I can count. They've flown more than 7 to 10 planes uh, between yesterday when I came over my son's house. I got here yesterday. Oh, I don't know, about noonish or something like that, and they just started flying those airplanes back and forth over his house, and they're doing it today. And I've taken some pictures. I try to get as much, um, you know, information that I can. But yeah, they um, um, they like they're just all over the place. So I don't know what else to say. I've gone to everybody that I can go to. You know, and I'm just trying to see. I just want somebody to see this video and try to help me some kind of way. My name is Linda Fofana again, and my phone number is 720. For now, it's 720-984 6917. And my address is at 6029 South Sycamore Street, and I'm in Littleton, Colorado. So, um, yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Um, anybody out there that sees this, please contact me or please contact someone. You can't go to, I can just tell you right now, from my experience in all of this, there's not really anybody you can go to except for the Congress or the president, because there's a lot of people involved in this, and so um, there's certain people that you can't go to with this. So anyway, this is it. That's all I have to say for now. And if I have more to add to this, then um, I will come back. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody that sees this, I appreciate it if you could help me. And thank you so much for listening to this video. Thank you. Bye bye.